Before we toast the bride and groom, we have one more family announcement.
Mom, don't.
Not now, Lily.
Harrison Bennett has generously agreed to join our family.
It would be an honor.
Join the family how?
By marrying you.
Victoria. You planned my engagement at my brother's wedding?
The company needs stability. The family needs allies.
So I'm a merger now?
Don't make this ugly.
Then don't touch me.
For once in your life, think about someone besides yourself.
I flew home for your wedding.
And you can help save this family.
This is not a discussion.
Yes, it is. I'm not marrying him.
Oh, sweetheart, if you want to embarrass me in public, I can do much worse to you. Should I tell them who you used to beg for love from? Since Lily wants honesty...
Don't you dare.
She used to chase Ethan's best friend around like a lovesick child.
That's enough.
She wrote him letters, waited outside his games, cried when he ignored her.
You're sick.
We all do foolish things when we're young.
Shut up.
Lily, stop making this worse.
She's humiliating me.
And you're tanking the family in front of half the state.
No one else wanted you then. And frankly, no one useful wants you now.
I'd rather die than be sold by you.
Drama again.
You don't need love, Lily. You need protection.
I said no.
You'll say yes.
Let go of me!
Put it on.
Don't. I said don't.
Leon?
This is family business. No. This is assault.
You're overstepping.
She's my wife. What the hell did you just say?
You're what?
Marriage certificate, filed, signed, valid.
This is fake.
Check the county seal. You married her behind our backs? I married her before any of you could sell her. You're my best friend. And she's not your asset.
This is impossible. No, that's my signature.
What did you sign?
When?
The papers you signed in New York. I changed the filing packet.
You tricked me.
I protected you.
Wait, this is real. You married me without telling me?
I stopped them from owning you.
By owning me first?
That's not what this is.
Then what is it, Leon? Charity? Pity? A rescue mission?
Leverage.
So I'm a legal weapon now?
You're legally untouchable as my wife.
I can annul this.
Not tonight. Not this week.
You planned this.
Yes.
How long?
Long enough.
You don't get to decide my life.
And your mother does? If you stay here, they'll challenge the marriage by sunrise.
So what? I smile, move in, play house?
No, you survive. From tonight on, you stay with me. And Lily, lock the door when you sleep.
You live like a hostage negotiator.
I live prepared.
So where do I fit in this bunker marriage?
Guest room, left side.
Not even pretending to share a bed?
Do you want to?
No.
Then don't ask loaded questions. House rules.
Public events hold hands, press, no contradictions, family calls root through you?
Yes.
Anything else, Captain?
One more. Don't disappear without telling me.
I'm not 12.
And your family isn't safe.
Why do you have this? No. You kept them.
You left things behind.
Tell me that's not about us.
It's exactly about us.
Lily! Is the marriage fake?
Did you marry to block the Bennett engagement? Did Leon Blackwood manipulate a vulnerable heiress?
Questions for me, not for my wife.
Then say it clearly. Is this marriage real?
It is legal. It is consensual. And it is none of your business.
Lily, are you being controlled right now?
Look at me.
Oh my God.
You got your shot. We're done.
You kissed me.
They wanted proof.
That was not proof. That was insane.
It worked.
You don't get to do that whenever it's convenient.
Then start getting used to inconvenient things.
Dinner tonight. Bring my daughter, if she still remembers she is one.
She froze everything.
Your account activity is temporarily suspended pending family office authorization.
I'm 25. Why does my mother need to authorize my groceries?
Because this wasn't built to give you freedom.
What does that mean?
Your trust doesn't function like a normal heiress trust. Behavioral review, medical competency review, guardian override, marital trigger.
Why would any parent build this in?
That's the question.
They tracked where I spent money. Flights, meds, apartments.
For years,
So all that time I thought she was strict.
she was controlling infrastructure.
I thought leaving home made me free.
You were on a longer leash.
Say it.
This trust wasn't drafted like you were a daughter.
Then what was I?
Look at this.
Identity?
Lily, I think your trust is hiding something bigger than money.
Sign it.
You invited me to dinner for paperwork?
I invited you to correct a mistake.
This circus has gone far enough. Then let's discuss the illegal freezing of her accounts while we're correcting mistakes. Come on, Leon. No one's attacking Lily.
You tried to put a ring on my finger by force.
You are too emotional to understand what's necessary.
Necessary? You froze her personal liquidity, restricted trust advances, and initiated marital invalidation with zero grounds.
She's family money.
She is not family money.
Maybe we should all calm down.
As family counsel, you should know better than to exploit a distressed girl.
Did you just call me unstable in front of everyone?
If the shoe fits.
Careful, Victoria.
Is that a threat?
No. That was courtesy. My wife signs nothing tonight.
Then she signs with an empty future.
What did you do?
I'm terminating every discretionary release from your trust. No money, no access. Let's see how long marriage lasts after that.
You knew
Knew what?
that Mom controls my money, my records, my life.
She controls the family. That's how this works.
I'm your sister.
You're a liability.
I'm a liability. Ethan. A liability.
The Bennett deal keeps the company alive. If it fails, people lose jobs, contracts collapse, and I lose everything I've built.
So that's it. I'm not family. I'm inventory.
You always make everything personal.
You tried to sell me at your wedding.
You've been a mess for years. Mom kept cleaning up after you.
Is that what she told you? She did say the company was desperate.
Elena, stay out of this.
No. She gets to hear it. Everybody should. You don't want a sister. You want a sacrifice.
You were gone too long.
Tell Lily Ethan Walker is here.
No.
You know him.
My ex.
I'm not here to cause trouble. That usually means trouble.
Don't let him in.
Lily, I heard about the marriage. I was worried.
You want him gone or exposed?
Expose him.
Leon, right? I'm Ethan. We should talk. We are. From there. Hey, you look better.
Don't do that voice.
I'm just concerned. Last time we spoke, you were on medication. Careful. I kept this because I was afraid she'd spiral again.
Why do you still have that?
Because someone has to tell the truth about your history. Xanax, mood stabilizers, college clinic. So tell me, counselor, do you actually know who you married?
Give that back.
She wasn't stable then. And you kept receipt leads? If you brought one piece of paper, you brought more. So here's my question. How much did her mother pay you? I'm deeply concerned for Lily's well-being. Did she have mental health issues in college? She struggled. A lot.
Oh, he's doing the saint act.
He didn't come for closure. He came for a narrative. Lily, I'm trying to protect you from people who don't know your history.
You mean like you did?
That's unfair.
Unfair is weaponizing her medical history.
This isn't gossip. These are records.
You had no right to keep those.
I had every right after the nights I carried you through panic attacks.
You mean the nights you filmed me crying?
You recorded her?
I documented episodes for safety.
No. For leverage. She's already using him.
You think a marriage certificate makes her stable? It makes her not alone. Then maybe you should read this too. Still think you know your wife?
I remember this one.
Do you remember taking it or being told to?
That's not the same thing.
That's exactly the point.
In college, I was exhausted. I couldn't sleep. Then I couldn't stay awake. Everything felt blurry.
These doses don't line up.
What do you mean?
One doctor prescribed anti-anxiety meds, another added mood stabilizers 3 weeks later. No full psych eval.
I was told I had episodes.
Were you told or were you managed? Every appointment was billed through your family office.
My mother handled everything.
That's what worries me.
So, you're saying I might not have been as sick as they said?
I'm saying your history was curated.
You can't curate panic.
No, but you can trigger it, feed it, medicate it wrong, then call the result proof.
I thought I was broken.
Maybe you were cornered.
The Bennetts?
Your college psychiatrist donated to Harrison's father the same year he diagnosed you.
Why is my birth year typed over?
It was altered.
No. Families lose paperwork all the time.
Not like this.
Why does my trust start the same month as a sealed crash file?
Protective identity structure, substitute guardianship language.
Substitute?
That's not standard language for a biological child.
Then maybe it's just legal overmill. Rich people do insane paperwork.
Rich people hide taxes. This looks like they hit a person.
No. No. No, that can't be mine.
Because someone meant for it never to be seen.
Why would this be here?
Lily.
Don't say my name like you're about to bury me. What accident? Tell me I'm not reading this right.
You're reading it right.
No. Try harder.
You were adopted after a car accident.
By her?
Yes.
No. She raised me.
She placed you in the role of the daughter she lost.
What daughter?
Her biological daughter. She died in that accident.
No.
Your birth records were sealed. Your identity was folded into theirs.
So I was what, a charity case?
No.
Then say it.
A replacement.
She called me difficult, broken, ungrateful.
Because if you became your own person, she lost control of the role.
So she never loved me.
Not the way a mother should.
Why are you telling me now? How long have you known? You knew.
Yes.
For how long?
Years.
Years?
I was trying to protect you.
Don't. You don't get to lie to me for years and call it protection.
Your father asked me to keep you safe.
My father?
Your biological father. I knew him.
You knew my father. You knew I wasn't theirs, and you still watched me grow up in that house?
If I pushed too hard, they would have moved you where I couldn't find you.
So you stayed close, as Ethan's friend, as counsel, as my shadow.
Yes.
And the marriage.
That wasn't sudden.
Meaning?
I wanted you long before I allowed myself to.
That makes it worse. From now on, this marriage is logistics, not trust, not love. Logistics. Don't ever call this home for me again.
Good. Then we strike.
I'm done being processed.
Good.
I want copies of everything. 3 sets. 1 off-site.
Already started.
Don't make me thank you yet.
Wasn't planning on it.
At last.
I'm not coming.
You're upset. That's understandable.
No. You don't.
Whatever fantasy Leon sold you,
This isn't about Leon. This is about my name, my trust, my medical history, and the little detail that you built motherhood out of fraud.
be very careful, Lily.
No. You be careful.
You sure you want this war?
I didn't start it, but I'm done losing it.
They're trying to take your legal rights.
Sources claim Lily Carter may lack the capacity to manage her own affairs.
I won't comment on private pain. I only hope she gets the care she needs.
That fake concern, he rehearsed that in a mirror.
Not just him.
He wrote an essay?
He included screenshots, prescription dates, witnessed episodes.
He's narrating my breakdowns like they're his trauma.
There's a petition attached.
They want a conservatorship?
Temporary first. Permanent if they win.
They're trying to declare me incompetent because I won't marry their candidate.
And because your trust pays out differently if you're deemed unstable.
Say that again.
If they control your capacity ruling, they control your money.
So this was never about helping me.
It was always about owning you legally.
If you sign over management voluntarily, this all becomes much less embarrassing.
You want me drugged, declared crazy, and locked out of my own life? What?
They found a private facility willing to admit you tonight if they can trigger an episode.
I asked for 10 minutes. No lawyers, no fighting.
Then talk.
You look pale.
Funny. That usually happens when someone tries to institutionalize me.
I brought the herbal one you used to like.
I didn't invite you.
You never had to. I always showed up when things got bad.
Enough drama. Drink some water.
Happy?
For now.
Patient agitated. Family reports prior psychiatric instability.
I am not consenting.
She's not oriented.
This is for her own good.
Leon.
Lily, look at me.
Sir, you can't remove a patient under psychiatric hold.
No judge, no signed order, no legal hold.
She was incoherent.
You made sure of that.
She needed intervention. You need counsel.
Don't let them.
I've got you.
Leon! Is Lily Carter being institutionalized?
A Temley-Wicon institution. My wife was drugged and transported here without lawful authority.
Leon!
And since everyone's so interested, no, this marriage is not strategic for me.
Then what is it?
It's real. And anyone who tries to cage her, medicate her, or steal her rights will answer to me.
You said it in public.
I should have said it sooner.
Now they'll come harder.
Then we leave before they regroup. Pack light, we run before sunrise.
You're serious.
I usually am.
This is insane.
This is tactical.
That's just military flavored insane.
Don't! You picked a bad hour.
I picked the last hour before she makes the mistake of trusting you.
What are you talking about?
You told her the truth, right? Or just the parts that makes you noble?
Ethan, you were there.
At what scene?
Forget the car. Get the child first.
You were there.
No more lies. Yes.
You stood there while my whole life got rewritten?
I tried to get you out. Everything that we need is spiffed. And then he signed whatever they put in front of him.
Is that true?
She's alive. Her father's still inside.
There's more. A lot more.
What exactly did you see that night?
She's alive! Move!
So you were there when my life was stolen.
Yes.
Tell her all of it. It wasn't an accident.
What?
The crash happened. But what followed, that was a cover-up.
My father?
He was alive when I got there.
And?
He tried to shield you. He was trapped.
You left him?
No. I got you out first because the car was burning, then I went back for him.
And men from my mother's security team were already there.
You knew about security?
I didn't know then. I know now. They pulled me back. Said the press was coming. Said the family name had to be protected.
And you signed?
They put a statement in front of me. I thought if I stayed close, I could still protect you.
You helped them bury him.
I failed him.
You don't get to protect me from the truth anymore. You're helping me dig it all up. They want the ball because it's public.
And protected. Press, donors, judges, politicians.
Then we blow it up there.
That means evidence with chain of custody.
You get crash files, medical fraud, and the Bennett money trail. I go into the house.
No.
Yes.
They'll be watching you.
They always have. I'm done acting surprised.
Victoria moved half the old archive boxes tonight.
Where?
To the study wall panel, hidden compartment behind the blue shelves.
How do you know that?
Because I watched her unlock it after your wedding.
Why are you helping me?
Because in this house, the woman who stays quiet is just the next woman they use.
Camera at the West Hall. Freeze.
Still hate being told what to do.
Be annoyed later. Move now.
Leon. I found it.
We have 1 week before the trust converts.
She won't make it to conversion if competency is granted first.
And the adoption documents?
Buried, as they should be.
You took quite a risk, replacing a dead daughter with a living one.
I took the only option that preserved the family.
And Lily's biological line to the trust?
That was the point.
So the child wasn't sentiment, she was access.
She was useful. And unlike grief, usefulness can be managed.
Lily, you got enough. Get out.
And the girl believes you loved her?
Children believe what they need to survive.
Mom? Are you in there?
Lily. Now.
What did you take? What the hell are you doing?
Finding out who I am.
Give me that.
No.
You can't break into this house and steal sealed records.
Steal? From the people who stole me?
What does that even mean?
Read.
No.
I wasn't born into this family. I was placed into it.
She never told me.
She told you what made you useful.
This doesn't prove fraud.
Then try the payments to the doctor, or the security logs, or the money after the crash.
Jesus.
You called me a liability. You let them call me unstable. You stood there while they sold me, drugged me, managed me.
I didn't know!
You didn't want to know.
She used me too.
Congratulations. Now you know how family works here.
Father's private safe. Basement archive room.
Crash response log.
Private security dispatch, Carter order.
That's him.
Your father.
Don't say it gently. They didn't do this gently.
Read this instead.
They paid people to call a cover-up's stability.
Here.
So you weren't lying.
No. I was just too late.
They planned this years ago.
They didn't just react to your rebellion. They designed for it.
Then we burn them in public.
Not burn. Authentifies. There's more.
Then that's where I take it back.
Miss Lily Carter and attorney Leon Blackwood.
They already wrote the diagnosis before I walked in.
Isn't she the unstable one? She looks like she's about to have a seizure.
She's a train wreck.
Breathe.
I am breathing. I'm just also so furious.
My darling, I'm relieved you came.
You invited half the state to watch me collapse, wouldn't miss it.
We all just want a peaceful evening, then stop manufacturing emergencies.
Let's keep family matters dignified.
You mean buried.
Lily's had a fragile year. We're just grateful she felt well enough to attend.
Fragile women rarely survive mothers like you.
Screen team's in place.
And the judge?
Front table. Also watching the Bennetts.
Good. Let them all watch.
Before the dance set, we have a short presentation regarding a beloved young woman's health and future well-being.
They're starting.
For donor awareness, we believe transparency matters.
They wanted a public collapse. What they built was a witness stand.
Please, just stop.
As a mother, you pray no one sees your child at her worst.
Say the word and we cut the feed now.
No.
We have sacrificed so much to shield Lily from herself.
I once hoped to build a future with her. Now I only hope she gets proper care.
Poor girl.
She shouldn't control a trust that size.
Open me a path.
Sweetheart, you don't have to speak.
Actually, I do.
Lily, maybe this isn't wise.
Neither was trying to sell me.
Lily.
You want to talk about my health? Fine. Let's start with my identity. Because the woman calling herself my mother is not my mother.
That document is confidential.
So was my life. Please read the header aloud.
Confidential adoption placement.
This is a deeply personal family tragedy being weaponized in public.
Coming from the man who weaponized my psychiatric history? Bold. Their biological daughter died after a crash. She brought me in after that. Not because she loved me, because she needed a daughter-shaped solution.
You ungrateful little...
No, not ungrateful. Replaced. This trust was created the same month I was placed in that house. The trust language wasn't written for a beloved daughter. It was written for an asset under management.
She was a child in need.
And somehow helping me required forged records, sealed files, and decades of control?
She was useful, and unlike grief, usefulness can be managed.
Turn that off!
That was the first honest thing you ever said about me. I was never the problem. I was the evidence.
Her identity was only half the crime. The other half is the crash, and the fake medical history you all built on top of it. These are authenticated transfers from Carter accounts to private security, a consulting physician, and media suppressions services following the crash. And these are planning documents for future competency proceedings draft years before Miss Carter's recent marriage. They plan to declare her unstable?
Yes.
This is selective framing.
No. This is discovery.
Counselor, be careful making criminal implications in a fundraising hall.
I already sent the full packet to state investigators 20 minutes ago.
You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't too. I don't bluff.
He billed my family through a shell account while supporting my treatment.
That's not what...
You filmed my breakdowns, saved my prescriptions, sold concern as evidence.
I was trying to help you.
No. You were trying to own the story of me.
You little ingrate!
Don't.
After everything I gave you!
You gave me a cage, stranger.
This isn't your daughter's ball anymore.
I'll testify.
Assets are frozen pending review.
You said this was contained. I was cruel because it was cheaper than being brave.
I don't deserve a reset, but I can give a statement. Everything I know.
Do that.
You did it.
I thought it would feel louder.
Freedom's quiet at first.
Investigators said the trust control will revert pending review.
And your medical file challenge starts Monday.
So I finally get a life.
When this settles, we can void the contract and start over, or walk away. Your choice.
You were wrong. A lot.
I know.
You lied. You controlled things. You made choices for me.
Yes.
But when everyone else tried to define me, you were the only one who stood on my side.
Lily.
I'm not choosing my brother's best friend. I'm choosing the man who stayed. This time, I'm the one doing the chasing.